I remember at the beginning of my journey, somebody was trying to save me months and now years of feeling like my videos just seemed cheap. And it wasn't my camera that they were trying to tell me to change. So if your videos look good, but they still feel amateur, I promise you, it is not your camera. It is most likely your audio. When I first started, it was only one person that left a comment on one of my videos that told me, hey, bro, the footage looks good, but you need to work on your audio. And at that point, I just was so in love with making videos. I thought that the footage, the actual footage itself was the most important part. But today I'm here to tell you that your footage, your visuals are just as important as your audio. If not, your audio might be more important. So today I'm going to save you months of confusion and show you how your audio might quietly be making your video sound cheap and what you can do starting today to fix that. Let's get into it. So the first mistake new creators typically make is recording in a big room. It's a really, really big room and it has a lot of hard surfaces and that echo is just taking them out. So you want to make sure that you kind of like find different things to make your environment soft. Your ear might tune out the echo in the moment, but the microphone is going to pick up everything. And when you go in post and you try to increase the gain, you're going to be screaming at home video. Okay? Because you're going to hear all the hissing, you're going to be hearing all the extra ambiance noise. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So you want to make sure you get that audio crisp on site. So the fix, record in soft spaces, spaces that are smaller and have soft surfaces, couches, beds, blankets, rugs. That's going to absorb the sound, which is going to help take your audio to the next level. All right, you're in a pinch. You need to try to get some really good audio and you don't have that super duper small place. Maybe try going to like a closet that's full of clothes. I know it sounds kind of crazy, maybe old school, but I'm telling you it works because it's going to absorb all that extra sound for you. Or maybe hang a blanket somewhere nearby, near around, like out of frame, but still enough, still close enough to where the sound can be absorbed from it. The other fix would be get closer to the mic. That alone shrinks how much sound that it picks up in the background. All right, mistake number 2, the microphone is too far away. Okay. So to be honest, when I was doing AV, audio visual, working at what was it, PSAV that changed over to Encore, one of the things that we learned on miking people up for lavaliers is just using this system, you know? So you're placing your thumb where your mouth is and then your pinky, and that should be about the distance of the lavalier to the mic. I mean, the lavalier to the mouth, and make sure that the lav is pointing up. Okay. It has to be pointing in that direction because it's more of a directional type of mic. I often see a lot of beginners and even myself would keep the microphone kind of far away so that the shot was clean itself and then wonder why in post I can barely hear them. That's because the microphone is too far away. It needs to be right out of frame, not all the way out of frame. So typically like a boom mic would be like, I would have just already hit it already, like boom, I would have hit it because the boom mic is sitting right out of frame versus it being somewhere far and it's not being able to pick up the audio levels like you're looking for. And I'm going to tell you now, the answer isn't buy a more expensive microphone. Okay. Placement is way more important than the price. So placement or the proximity of the mic is way more important than the price. You can get a cheap mic and put that bad boy about 6 feet away from the person. I'm sorry, 6 inches away from the person. And it's going to sound way better than a more expensive mic that's sitting about 4, 5, 6 feet away from the person. So proximity over price. Make sure that you place that microphone the right way, the right direction, and within a good proximity. And it's going to sound awesome. It's going to sound awesome. So if you're using a boom mic, get the boom mic right on the outside of the frame. Make sure that it's about 1 to 2 feet away from the person talking, right outside of the frame. And if you have a lav mic or if you have a mic like this, a dynamic podcast mic, then lean into the fact that it's in the frame, because most people don't care about seeing the microphone. They care about hearing everything clearly. And that's what you want to make sure you get your win off of, hearing everything clear. All right. And my last mistake that I have for your audio that, again, I was doing as well, so I know that this is probably something you're doing, which is ignoring your audio levels. A lot of creators record when it's way too quiet, and then they want to go into post and turn the gain all the way up. But like I said earlier, turning the gain up is going to increase all that hissing and the background noise as well. And that hissing is the tell. That is why your clean footage still feels cheap. All right. So the fix here is set your levels on the front end. Get a healthy signal while you're recording so you're not trying to rescue it later. Watch your meters. Aim for a strong signal that is not clipping. You're not seeing the audio levels go into the red. Even if you're shooting or recording and it has a 32-bit float where you can kind of, fix things in post. The healthier your levels are on site, the better you're going to be able to do anything in post. Look, when I first started, I focused so much on the footage and how things looked that I was letting the audio hold me back. So if you fix these 3 things, you're already ahead of a lot of other creators that are posting right now. So if this helped you, I want you to follow along. I'm basically making one of these type of videos like every day or when I have a chance, and I want to bring you with me. So I'll catch you on the next one.